What's up, guys? Mount Vernon Kid here, coming to you again. I apologize for the extreme lateness, but I'm gonna give you guys every recap, every thoughts on this weekend's cartoons that came on today or yesterday, starting with, you guessed it right here, ThunderCats. This episode was entitled The Pit, and we got our wish. This is episode 19, and I apologize for not doing a recap on the episode 18, Survival of the Fittest. It was good, but it was okay. But this is the episode I was really looking for because we got another fellow cat that we probably all been thinking was going to show up, and that's, as you can see right there, the picture. Yeah, Pumira made her debut. Okay, so basically, my thoughts on this was good. This was a far better episode than last week. We were treated to some gladiator-like, Spartacus-like episode this week. It was really good. We saw the kingdom of the dogs, actually, and the dogs would watch individuals basically combat in, basically in this arena, and whoever won 100 victories, they would win their freedom. And we realized that Lionel and the others realized they see a cat in there, and yeah, it was none other than Pumira. She's fighting this big guy who's able to take off his head and use it as a bowling ball or so. And we also see the ringleader of the arena, and it seems that Panthro was actually a part of this same gladiator-like arena with the ringleader. Now his name is Dobo. He's a Doberman Pinscher, and him and Panthro were partners, and they used to battle together. And Domo leads it. So when Lionel basically sees this, he basically says, he wants to get Pumira out. So he basically goes against, his all judgment, because he's the king, and he decides to get her out. Unfortunately, we realized that not all the cats, which is really good, is to see that not all the cats feel that, Lionel is all praised of Lionel being the new king. Some of them actually hate him for him leaving Thundera and letting it be destroyed, and Pumira is one of them. And we get a pretty decent fight, which was kind of one-sided battle, because Pumira was just, let's face it, Pumira was just kicking Lionel's ass, but you can understand the reason why she was doing because he didn't want to fight her. But in the meantime, we also see what Wily Kit and Wily Cat were up to. They realize they have a fellow pickpocket amongst them. He's a raccoon. Yeah, a raccoon. And he steals. He's got, he called it klepto. I forgot what he said it was, but he would steal anything, but he always found a use for whatever he stole. We really got to see a lot of that in this episode. This was a really good episode. I really enjoyed this episode a lot, far better than the episode before. Just seeing Pumira, and for all those who always thought Pumira was a useless character, what do you got to say now? Because she really looked pretty badass in this episode. I even liked her voice. The actress who did her voice was like, she was, hissing, and and she had this very deep voice, and it came off cool until she basically accepted, Lionel, he's not gonna stop till he saves his people, and she didn't kill him, and maybe we'll see a potential love interest or so, but I do say it's still there. But I really did enjoy this, the Spartacus gladiator feel to it was cool. We got to see a little bit of more in depth of what Panthro went to before he came back to Thundera and everything like that. I really enjoyed it. I did. But then we got to see where some of the other Thundera refugees are held on Mount Plundar, and Mount Plundar looked eerie creepy. Eerie creepy. I can't wait to next week's episode of ThunderCats. But other than that, guys, my thoughts on this episode, episode 19, was fantastic. I enjoyed it. It was a good week. A good week for Saturday mornings once. And this is just the beginning. Just the beginning. So you guys tell me what you thought about this episode of ThunderCats. And on to the next. You guys take care.